Kathimerini. USA offered conditions for the sale of F-16s to Ankara and F-35s to Athens, according to the letter of guarantee sent by the United States Department of State to Congress. The use of military materials provided by the USA to the North Atlantic Treaty Organization NATO allies for illegitimate military purposes requires the suspension or cancellation of all or part of the delivery of the equipment, may require, in the letter, which clearly refers to Turkey and Greece. This condition was put before the sales of F-16s to Turkey and F-35s to Greece. The U.S. State Department wrote a letter of assurance upon the request of the United States-U.S. Congress within the scope of the negotiations held during the NATO Summit held in July 2023 in Vilnius, Lithuania. According to the latest draft of the letter, the use of military supplies provided by the United States to North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO allies for illegitimate military purposes, could require the suspension or cancellation of all or part of the delivery of the equipment. The final draft of the letter states that military equipment provided to NATO allies should not be used against another NATO member. With this letter, the U.S. State Department assures Congress that the military equipment provided will not be used against another NATO ally otherwise. The letter emphasizes that the United States will resolve conflicts that arise through economic and political channels, and states that arms and equipment sales may ultimately be suspended. U.S. diplomats also warned Turkiye and Greece that they should avoid military moves that provoke each other, referring to Turkey and Greece. The U.S. State Department states that if any action is taken contrary to the agreement, the Congress will be informed and the necessary actions will be taken. Thus, the USA imposes this condition on the F-16 type aircraft planned to be sold to Turkey and the F-35 type aircraft planned to be sold to Greece. If both countries use the weapons and equipment sold against each other, F-16 and F-35 type aircraft sales may stop. What happened? This letter was written in the summer of 2023, when it was thought that Sweden's entry into NATO would be finalized at the Vilnius Summit. The U.S. Congress wanted assurance that if the sale of F-16s to Turkey was approved, the warplanes would not be used against Greece. This letter could not be sent to Congress last summer because AKP chairman and President Recep Tayyip Erdogan accepted Sweden's participation in NATO, but the process was postponed.